Hi, and welcome to this presentation of Digital Writing C2P, working with Procore to give you real-time document capture from your job sites anywhere you do business. So the first thing we want to do is log into the application called Natural Forms. Once the user logs in, they click on the menu and they're presented with all the documentation that they have at their disposal. So we're going to fill out a daily construction report. So I'm presented with my document, and the first thing I want you to notice is that at the top of the page we have a red button, and we have these highlighted fields in red. These are mandatory fields, meaning that the user cannot submit this documentation until all the proper information or mandatory information is collected. This ensures that the back office gets everything they need to process this document once it arrives. So when we select our fields, you see here we incorporated the drop-down list. And when I go to my other fields, I can either use cursive handwriting or the integrated keyboard to fill out these fields of information. So here we're going to do John Plumbing. And it's going to go from AJ Services. I'm going to select the date. And again, the form can be completely designed any way you want to capture the information you need. And as we go through this with our hours, we're going to put in the hours that our individual people work. And the one thing that I'm going to show you in a second is that this automatically calculates my totals on the bottom as I'm filling in the information. So this ensures that I don't have to worry about the user doing calculations, math, or anything else. All they have to do is put in the information and the form does the work for them. They can add comments. And we have checkboxes and, of course, capturing the signatures. And we can date it using the date wheel, and the foreman has to sign this as well. When we go to the next page, we're going to find that a lot of the information we can also have mirrored from the first page. So we don't have to fill out fields of information that are redundant. This is a drawing area, and what I can do here is indicate by annotating the document where I was working during the course of the day today. So now I'm going to highlight the areas, and if I need to change colors because I want to make it very important, now those annotations become part of the document. And here as well we can add additional comments. And of course I can also type. We can also add photographs and voice notes. So I'm going to give my photograph a name. And I can either take the photo with the tablet or choose from photos that I've already taken. And then we'll select electrical, and if I want to, I can even annotate my photographs. Once I'm done filling out the form, now I submit it to the office. I hit on submit. It asks me to log back in again. And now it's on its way back to the server. Once it's received by the server, we'll get a confirmation, as we have. And we also get this confirmation number once the form is submitted. So now I can go back to other documentations. This is a job site sign-in sheet. So again, I select my date, the job site, I add in the job number, who's my foreman, And we start filling them. John Doe came in today at 5:05 a.m. and left at 12 p.m. and he signs out. Again, this document has a mandatory field. I'm missing a signature, and I go down and it's the foreman's signature. So he puts his John Henry there, and the document is ready to be submitted. So now let's switch over to Procore and get logged in. Enter my password and select the project that I'm working on. Okay, once I get in here, I go to that company's folder and then go to my document. Now, in my email inbox, we have the subcontractors daily report, and the job sign-in sheet should be here shortly. But as you see, all my documentation from the field can be integrated directly into Procore without any user intervention. So when I highlight this, this is my thumbnail of my job sign-in sheet, and this is the photo that I took with the annotations. Everything is in Procore. I can refresh here and see if my sign-in sheet has arrived. There we go. And there's my job sign-in sheet. You now see how your people in the field have all the pertinent information they need in order for you to get the documentation you need to do your jobs, stay efficient, and maximize the profitability on every project.